Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about Grownish again, episode 9. I skipped over episode 8 just because they're like, I don't know, there wasn't enough for me to talk about to like form a thorough opinion on it. Like, it had the theme about social media and like she lost her special position at Teen Vogue, but then it just kind of like ended. There wasn't a really dynamic plot for me. So enough about that episode. Episode 9, it's about the campus cracking down on drug dealers and stuff after like one got shot and all that. So we'll just get into it, you know, pros and cons. Let's go. So I'll start off with, you know, my little issues with the episode. And the first thing is the main reason of this whole episode is because a drug dealer got shot. But a drug dealer didn't get shot because he was selling drugs. He got shot because he was being an unloyal boyfriend. So his girlfriend shot him. But why are we cracking down on drug dealers, you know? Like, I guess it was exposed he was a drug dealer. So all of a sudden it's like, no more drugs, no more drugs. But like the two ideas didn't correlate really. But I mean, that's like a minor thing. I'm confused on that part. That's probably my fault for not understanding. But I guess it just wasn't communicated well why drugs are really the main problem in this episode. I feel like I say this in every single video I talk about this show, but once again, it just being like a little bit extra, like the whole box scene. And then it turns out to be this like underground club with like UV lights, and there's like a bunch of people popping these pills, snorting cocaine. And I'm like, where are we? You know, like, is this still college? The exclusiveness that Vivek had could have been easily displayed by getting into some like top frats, you know, frat party or something. Like that whole, I don't know, the way they display parties in this show, it's just a little bit extra. It's just like the Kid Ink party in episode 2. Unnecessary. And then at the end of the episode, when Vivek actually gets in trouble, all his friends just go back to sleep. And I'm like, really? None of you have any concern? Luca's like, bruh, it's quiet. I'm going back to sleep. There's actual information this time. It's confirmed. Vivek is in intensive care. He has a broken arm, a bruised face, and you're just like, I mean, yeah, it was his fault and all, but like, if that's really your friend, you're just gonna stay in bed? Like, who does that? What kind of friend does that? Like, my pros/cons, I didn't really know which categories these fit into because I had like a hard problem, you know, differentiating them. I just put them together. So the conversation between Zoe and Vivek, I liked it at first. I liked it because, you know, she came in there, she's trying to be a good friend. She's like, oh my God, you're selling coke now? She's concerned for him. She doesn't want him to leave the school because, you know, he would be the first kind to go. But I also liked it because then he turns it back on her and he's like, but you still pop an Addy though. You still popping pills every morning and night. So why are you trying to come for me, you know? But then the part that like, I was like, oh, we had a chance to have some strong dialogue here, is the part when he's like, for once, I didn't feel like the cab driver's son. Like, I didn't wake up feeling poor. So you need to sell coke not to feel like the cab driver's son? His whole sob story was just like, come on, Vivek, like, do better. Just do better. And then, speaking of doing better, after he gets beat up and Zoe has to, you know, explain all that stuff to her parents, which I didn't even put in my notes, but once again, like, what? She comes into the hospital, his parents are in the hospital, and she's like, oh my God, sorry, you don't know me, I'm Zoe, but the police have it all wrong. What educated pair of parents are about to believe some girl that comes into the hospital room over the police who were at the scene? They're just like, oh, good, like, thank you so much. Oh my God, Vivek, you protected this girl. We love you. If I was in that situation, my parents would not believe a word that comes out of me or my friend's mouth. They'd be like, I'll talk to the police and deal with you later. Like, they're not gonna be like, oh my God, our son's a hero. Like, okay, besides the point, he goes back to dealing at the end of the episode. Stupid. I didn't like how he went back to dealing, but I did like how Zoe realized that, like, if she couldn't, you know, help all her friends, if she couldn't make him stop dealing, then she figured that she would help herself and throw away the Adderall. But, you know, who's to say that she's not gonna just get back on it again? I don't know. But it's a start. And now to the pros, the things I liked about the episode. I like how it initially starts off with the phone call and like Zoe gets a call, and then like just the format of it. I don't know, I like how everyone just gets like sliced in. And that was also a great depiction of how like rumors spread, because like literally it was like, oh my god, someone got shot, and it ended up like Vivek's dead. Like when did that, you know? Everyone just keeps adding in their own falsified information, like feeding this rumor, and then they all just think he's dead. So like, I like that. A little bit exaggerated, but I like that. And I also loved the relationships in these episodes, because we really got to see a lot of character interaction, which hasn't been displayed the best in the past, especially with Zoe and Cash. But we really got to see the twins more in this episode, especially their interaction with Aaron, which I love. Their little brother sister relationship they formed when they all got sick. We also got to see some like Luca and Vivek interaction in the beginning, when like you see how Vivek's all cool now and Luca's like, I've been to Paris, you know, like seeing his jealousy and stuff, especially since he wasn't there for a couple episodes. So it's nice to have him like come back and like actually be interacting with them. And then I had to replay this part so many times when they first went to the box, and then Nomi's like, oh my god, I've died and gone to Arizona State. I was like I liked it because, you know, I like that school, but I was like, you know what? Arizona State always gets so much slander for being a party school just because it's huge. And like, you know, it might be, but that doesn't take away from the education that they get there, okay? I'm not just defending it because I want to go there or anything. Anyways, that's all for this video. Those are all my pros and cons and pros/cons. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you agree with, what you disagree with, any thoughts you have on the show as a whole or the episode in particular. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video if you like the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.